Welcome back to the broadcast. Well, our next guest is best known for her role on the smash hit TV series Beverly Hills 90210, but she's now opening up in a way that no one's seen from her before. Jennie Garth has written a new book called Deep Thoughts from a Hollywood Blonde, and she's live with us now from New York to talk about her new book. Good morning, Jennie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
We're so good. Well, you know what? I am a single 32-year-old girl, so your new book about being newly single is probably going to become my single girl's Bible a little bit. Tell me what inspired you to write this book.
This is, I don't know, I'd never written a book before, so it was sort of an artistic outlet for me, a challenge, and a chance to tell my story. You know, people kind of already have an impression, or maybe they've heard things, maybe accurate, maybe not. So this was a chance to tell my version, or sort of the goings-on in my mind of my life.
Now, when you started putting the pen to paper and kind of going through stories of your past, or going through maybe embarrassing, quirky, silly stories, was that therapeutic for you in this new phase of your life?
Yeah, I mean, I realized I have a terrible memory, first of all. I realized that there's so much of my life that I don't remember because everything happened so quickly. I had a great childhood and so close with my family, so I talk a lot about that, and I talk about my journey through adolescence, which was, you know, traumatic, as a lot of people can relate to, and then my early days in Hollywood and stardom, and you know how that all affected me and sort of changed me and made me kind of who I am today. And I kind of look at all those things and see how they sort of shaped me into the woman that I am now, and you know, give me all the things that I deal with every day, and it kind of teaches me more about myself.
Now, you mentioned it a little bit. You had a little bit of I don't want to use the term wild, but a different adolescence than most children and teenagers and young adults go through. And now you're kind of, I remember you had a show where you talked about you moved out to a big ranch and you just kind of wanted to have like this normal life. Are you kind of enjoying this different phase? You kind of did it backwards. A lot of people have a simple childhood and then a crazier adult. Have you enjoyed that flip-flop?
Well, I had a really idyllic, simple childhood, and before all the craziness started, and then things just seemed to get out of control for a while. So I took my girls and I moved them away from the city, and I desperately wanted that for them and for myself, that sort of quiet sanity, and that helped a lot for a while. And then it was time to get back to work, you know, and it was time to get back to reality for you know, being independent and single and making a living. So I came back to LA and started working again, and here I am.
Now, Jennie, you talk about, you know, Hollywood blondes, deep thoughts from a Hollywood blonde, and I know you are probably a Hollywood blonde that a lot of women look up to. Who's a Hollywood blonde that you look up to?
Well, let's see. I think one of the women that I've always loved, well, two of the women I've always loved, one being Marilyn Monroe from a very early age. I've always had a lot of respect for her on a super deep level, more than just, you know, the Marilyn Monroe that you see. And also, Jessica Lange has always been one of my favorite actresses.
Yes. Now, Jennie, what's next for you? What can we expect from you in 2014, aside from this amazing book?
I am getting ready for a photography show. I do photography as a hobby, so I'm going to be doing an exhibit of my work for charity. I am doing other charity work as well. I love to do that. Also, I'm doing a sitcom for ABC Family with my dear friend Tori Spelling from 90210. So we're teaming up together again, and that'll be on in summer.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. Talk about two powerhouse blondes. I can't wait for that. Well, Jennie, thank you for taking the time to talk to us, and good luck with your new book. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You can pick up a copy of Jennie's book wherever you buy your favorite reads. This is exciting. Deep Thoughts from a Hollywood Blonde. You'll want to catch up with that. Okay, coming up, we are going to get a bit mischievous as we whip up some tasty samples of deviled eggs that are made from whiskey cake, kitchen and bar. Stay with us.